This man calling himself the greatest rapper alive, man. But we know you his mentor, man.
Man, you know what it is? That's the one thing I could say I can't knock him for saying, because me being me, I'ma say that also. And any other MC, they supposed to say that. If they don't say that, something is wrong. Okay. But you know, it's the way he says it so arrogantly, like, but I mean, he ain't nicer than me, you know, and I'm supposed to say that.
When you hear Jay-Z, Masonic ties, and secret societies in the same sentence, it sparks instant curiosity and suspicion. These aren't just random whispers in dark corners. This is a narrative woven deep into hip-hop, fame, and hidden power. One of the most shocking pieces of this puzzle comes from rare footage of Jaz-O, the man credited with mentoring a young Sean Carter. In this footage, Jaz-O drops bombshell claims about Jay-Z's alleged secret society ties and drops an even wilder twist.
Man, you see where we at. You know what I'm saying? No security, no cops, you know. I ain't got $500 million, but you know, hey, I got niggas that got $500 million talking about me and say something. But, you know, basically, happy birthday, man. And last time I'm gonna wear this Rockaway hat, and the rest of that Rockaway is so. And before I go, again, that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jay-Z. Fuck all that nigga ish. Fuck Jay-Z.
P. Diddy, who many thought was running the show, is actually a victim tangled in Jay-Z's master plan. According to Jaz-O, Jay-Z is the true puppet master, pulling strings far beyond the music industry. To understand how, we've got to rewind to Brooklyn in the late 80s, when Jaz-O, born Jonathan Burks, took Jay under his wing. He wasn't just a mentor, he was the spark behind Jay's rise, guiding him through the brutal East Coast hip-hop scene. Jaz-O shaped Jay-Z's lyricism, his knowledge of the industry, and even his obsession with symbols that would later dominate hip-hop culture. And as Jay-Z rose from a street hustler with a pen to a global mogul, strange symbols and cryptic gestures started following him everywhere. Pyramids, the all-seeing eye, mysterious hand signs. Were these just artistic choices or coded messages showing off his secret connections? The resurfaced footage of Jaz-O doesn't just tease rumors. It drops chilling claims about Jay-Z's secret world.
Secret society with Jay-Z, man. He's involved, but he's involved with this shit, man. He involved with that play shit. Like, see, people don't understand the science behind Satan, Lucifer, and God. And if you notice, he calls himself Jehovah or Hove. As far as Homeboy, like, it's really a bunch of Masons. See, the whole Freemason thing is based on a lower level of understanding. Like, the real secrets have never been revealed. They weren't supposed to be revealed. So all these people, they walking around like they know something for real, but they don't really know shit. You know, and he doing those little signs and all of that. Those are symbols that have been out there. They've been propagating them shits for a few thousand years. Number one, anybody who knows how magic knows that those shits don't have any power anymore. Number two, you know, everybody knows what they basically mean, like the understanding of it. Like, you know, as far as pyramid and stuff like that I'm not really gonna go into. But I'm saying that simply to say that dude think he knows shit, but he still don't know shit. He could get as many degrees as he want, but it's just like trying to get all the degrees you want, but you still got a ceiling. He can't go but so high because the people that he worshiping, that he kissing their ass and letting them fill him up and shit, they don't know shit.
In raw, unfiltered moments, Jaz-O speaks on secret rituals, coded language, and contracts that allegedly go way beyond music. According to him, these aren't just deals. They're gateways to power, privilege, and wealth reserved for those who swear loyalty to elite circles. Jaz-O paints Jay-Z as more than an artist or entrepreneur. He casts him as a mastermind moving inside a hidden framework of influence. And the wildest part? Jaz-O says P. Diddy, long seen as one of hip-hop's biggest bosses, isn't really running the show. Instead, Diddy is portrayed as a pawn, caught in Jay-Z's strategic game rather than leading it. If true, this flips everything fans thought they knew about who holds the real power in hip-hop. Jaz-O's voice, once seen as guidance for Jay's rise, now sounds like a shocking exposé of the hierarchy beneath the glitz and success. Adding fuel to this fire is the symbolism in Jay-Z's career. The all-seeing eye, pyramids, numerology, and hand signs that echo Masonic gestures. These images pop up in videos, photo shoots, and even concerts, almost like encrypted signals for those who know. Scholars claim this imagery isn't random. It's a hidden language, a way of showing affiliation and control. If Jaz-O's right, Jay-Z's art isn't just music. It's communication coded for an elite few, turning hip-hop into both rebellion and a secret weapon for power. Secret societies have always shaped culture, politics, and money, and hip-hop's connection to them makes Jay-Z's rise even more mysterious. His success is undeniable, but it sparks serious questions about what it really cost and who helped him climb. Jaz-O even suggests Jay-Z's affiliations had a spiritual side, unlocking power far beyond music. These groups are rumored to hand members secret knowledge, strategy, and protection, things that could explain how Jay-Z thrived not only in rap, but also in fashion, sports, and tech. Still, critics argue these are just conspiracy theories meant to discredit him. They claim the pyramids, eyes, and numerology are just part of his artistry, not hidden codes. And Jay-Z? He plays it cool, never confirming or denying, keeping the mystery alive. What makes Jaz-O's footage so explosive is his insider view. Once Jay-Z's mentor, Jaz-O now speaks with both respect and unease, admiring his brilliance while warning about the invisible debts that come with that kind of power. His words paint Jay-Z as a man caught in a secret web of obligations and privilege, something most fans can't even imagine. For the audience, these revelations keep fueling the biggest debate in hip-hop. Is Jay-Z's empire built purely on raw talent and hustle, or did it also grow from hidden alliances with powerful secret orders? The truth may be both, a mix of genius and allegiance to forces working in the shadows. Secret societies like the Freemasons have always promised power, wisdom, and protection, things outsiders could only dream of. Hip-hop's embrace of these symbols feels like a modern reflection of those old power games, and Jaz-O's testimony forces fans to question just how deep this influence runs. Chasing membership in these elite circles might bring success, but it comes with heavy strings attached, rules that silence individuality and demand total loyalty. That's why Jaz-O and Jay-Z's broken bond feels bigger than a personal fallout. It's a warning about what happens when ambition collides with the dark cost of hidden power. Jaz-O's rare footage works like both a confession and a cautionary tale, exposing Jay-Z not just as an artist or mogul, but as someone orchestrating layers of coded influence. His visuals, pyramids, all-seeing eyes, cryptic numbers aren't just decoration. They echo centuries-old traditions of secret brotherhoods, carrying meanings only the initiated truly understand. For some, these symbols scream empowerment, a way for hip-hop to claim dominance in a world stacked against it. But for others, it hints at something far more shadowy, connections to global power players operating quietly in the background. And Jay-Z's art, dripping with this imagery, keeps fans asking, is it just artistry or a message meant for those in the know? Jay-Z's hand signs have always sparked debate. Are they just stage flair or coded signals tied to Masonic rituals? Jaz-O's footage pushes the conversation further, hinting these gestures weren't random at all, but deliberate signs of allegiance. He even describes the rituals Jay-Z allegedly took part in. Contracts sealed with loyalty oaths, the kind that bind someone permanently to a secret world hidden from the public. And the biggest twist? Jaz-O claims P. Diddy, long seen as a boss in his own right, was actually maneuvered into place by Jay-Z himself. According to Jaz-O, Diddy isn't the architect of power. He's part of the plan, trapped inside a strategy where even major icons can be reduced to pawns. But that kind of access doesn't come cheap. Initiations demand silence, loyalty, and conformity, things that could clash with an artist's freedom or beliefs. Some take the deal, reaping benefits like wealth, protection, and insider knowledge. Others, like Jaz-O, eventually step away, haunted by the cost of selling pieces of themselves for power. The fallout between Jay-Z and his mentor now sounds less like personal beef and more like a warning. Fame and fortune, Jaz-O suggests, often come chained to obligations nobody ever sees. And Jay-Z's symbols, pyramids, eyes, numbers, and hand signs, feed this mystique. To regular fans, they might just look like images of success. But to insiders, they scream hierarchy, membership, and hidden loyalty. This dual meaning keeps the speculation alive and forces a bigger question. Is hip-hop still rebellion, or is it quietly reinforcing the same elite agendas it once claimed to fight against? This paradox keeps fueling debates. Some scholars warn against brushing off every symbol as conspiracy, while others say blindly believing it all is just as dangerous. The truth may lie somewhere in between. Hip-hop has always mixed metaphors, social commentary, personal stories, and cultural borrowing into layers of art that aren't easy to decode. Still, Jaz-O's rare footage hits different. It's raw insider testimony that raises new questions about the cost of Jay-Z's empire. It forces us to think about mentorship, power, secrecy, and where authenticity ends and performance begins. This story shows that fame isn't just about music or image, it's about shadowy forces shaping entire careers and even the culture itself. So what does it mean if the top tier of hip-hop really is tied to secret societies? How does it change the way you see Jay-Z, or even Diddy? And what happens when ambition collides with influence at the highest levels? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to know what you think. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to T-Watch for more wild stories and hidden truths from the music world. Thanks for watching.